everyone, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about the movie Navy SEALs on 4K. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, if anything like 4K, Blu-rays, even DVDs, I do those once in a while. Check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews, unboxings, collection updates, discussions. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button. Subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and also comment below. Let me know what you think of anything at any time. So today we're going to talk about Navy SEALs on 4K. The movie came out in 1990, directed by Louis Teague. You got Charlie Sheen, Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, and also Rick Rossovich. You might recognize him from, he played Slider in Top Gun. Basically, the movie revolves around a Navy SEALs team. They go on this mission to rescue some guys, and in the midst of that, they come across some of their Stinger missiles that are actually from the U.S. that's got into the hands of the terrorists. So the whole movie revolves around them going after, to get rid of the missiles, take them away from the terrorists. So it's also been a good movie. It's a lot of fun. Definitely, Charlie Sheen's character definitely plays the way it's played. It's pretty out there, but it makes it fun. Now, a little tidbit when I was looking up, getting info down, put my notes together for this. One of the scenes originally was going to be the guys playing football, but Bill Paxton actually felt that it was too much like the soccer scene in Top Gun, as I just didn't want to do it. So he suggested doing guys playing golf, and he actually got a second unit crew, and he actually directed most of that scene, so that was kind of interesting. So this 4K release comes from Vinegar Syndrome. Came out earlier this year in May. The movie was originally filmed in 35 millimeter. This was finished with HDR10, no Dolby Vision. But overall, pretty impressive transfer. It's got a clean filmic look to it. Got some really good details, textures, very natural looking overall. Some of the nice details, highlights is some of the scenes where the sweat on the faces really pop. And also a couple of sequences with the rain, especially the one scene where they're at a funeral and it's kind of raining and all the rain coming down on all the rain beads, textures on the clothes and uniforms. That looked phenomenal. Now the colors, I would say it's a little inconsistent throughout the movie. There's times I felt the colors kind of felt a little weak. They didn't have the pop that you would expect on a 4K. But there's a couple of scenes out there that actually looked a little richer, so I just felt there was kind of a little inconsistency with the colors. But, they were good and, and natural without being overbearing. Now, there's no Blu-ray comparison here, because the Blu-ray here came from Vinegar Syndrome. This looks pretty good. I've never owned this on physical media, so I have no comparisons with older Blu-rays. There's several out there that's available, so I can't tell you if this is a big upgrade or not. Most likely it is, because Vinegar Syndrome does a phenomenal job with their releases. Now for the audio, they gave us two audio tracks here, a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and a 2.0. And I did watch most of the movie in a 5.1. I did flip it over to 2.0 a couple times. It's pretty good, solid throughout. The 5.1 does give it a little bit more punch, a little bit more ambience. But being, I talked about this in a lot of times, your old the 80s and 90s action movies. Sometimes they don't get mixed right. They're just definitely, it's really dated and it's not perfect. I would say I had a big issue with the dialogue. The dialogue was clear for the most part, but it wasn't as centered as it should have been. It did kind of bleed off into the left and right a little bit and just didn't sound right. Not as bad as some of the other ones I've listened to, but just not perfect. The 5.1 did give the whole thing an overall better feel to it, so I did enjoy, even though it wasn't great. Now for the packaging, this is the VSU edition from Vinegar Syndrome. This is the first one of the that series that I got. I mean, if you have not got any VSU editions, these are gorgeous. This is one I've seen a couple other reviews out there I wanted to get, and this came up on their rad sale they had, and it is breathtaking. You can just see, you know, the colors just pop, and the spot embossing of the Navy SEALs logo there, incredible. You can see the spine there. Got the MGM up here, the Vinegar Syndrome logo down there. And the way it opens up, the box. And got this little flap here. We'll pull out the inside of the box here. The golf scene, gorgeous. And we've actually got a booklet here, you know, beautiful as well. Got all kinds of info, some nice pictures and reading info there. And the movie itself, beautiful slipcover here. Got a lovely embossing on the logo. And it's actually a nice, the slipcover, it's a nice hard cardboard, not real chintzy like most slipcovers are. And then the movie itself, you know, standard keep case. And it does have, it's got both discs there, the Blu-ray and the 4K, and also reversible cover art. Now for the bonus features here, I have quite a bit. Has a brand new audio commentary with film historians Jim Hemphill and Kelly Goodner, which the commentary is on both discs. But the rest of the bonus features here are on Blu-ray, not the 4K, so you have to switch the disc for that. I know some people don't like that. Kind of could be a nuisance, but at the same time, I think, you know, if you put too much on the 4K disc, you might have to change the compression ratios and, you know, condense it a little bit more. So I would rather have the bonus features on a separate disc. That way you can use the 4K disc, even though it has high capacity. I want to get the best quality possible, so I don't mind flipping the disc to, you know, get the bonus. But you have the featurettes. We have Real Seals. It's about 17 minutes long. Then it also has True Blood. It had 11 minutes. Touch of Patriotism. The last featurette's called Medal of Honor. So you got about an hour's worth of a bonus material to go through. So to wrap it up here, this is a very solid release. Even though it's not perfect, it's probably, you know, it's the best it's ever looked. Again, I've never owned this on physical media, so I can't really judge how it compares. But knowing Vinegar Syndrome's record, I mean, this is probably blows away the previous versions out there. And the packaging alone, the VSU is, again, this is gorgeous. I would recommend picking this up. Surprisingly, this is still available on Vinegar Syndrome's site for $45. And it kind of pissed me off. I jumped on when I had that rad sale over Labor Day weekend. It was $45, so I, you know, jumped on it. And they're still available for the same price. I'm like, okay, why did they include it in the sale when they still have them? But if you're budget-minded, if you don't need the fancy packaging, if you're just interested in the movie and, you know, features itself, you know, it's available here. The regular standard edition is, you know, you can get on Amazon for $45, which I don't know why they're charging the same price when they show the picture of the standard. I don't know if they're giving you the VSU or not. I don't know. I wouldn't risk paying that $45 and getting a standard. But if you want to save some money, go to Hamilton Book. You know, check the links below. You know, that's $27.95 for the standard. So I would recommend picking this up. It was very nice. So that does it for my look at the Navy SEALs in 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.